have a very lightweight unboxing today for you. This is from Saks, and I was looking at the return address here. It says Saks Incorporated, 1 Walden Books Drive. Y'all remember Walden Books? I used to go there all the time. Well, let's get to it. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. So like I said, I have an unboxing here from Saks Fifth Avenue. Whoopee! So I want to break right into this and we'll talk about it a little bit. Before we do, if you love my jewelry and you're wondering what this is the Taurus necklace from my friend and fellow YouTuber. She's an award-winning jewelry designer out of the States, and she has gorgeous pieces that are based on ancestral art, is what I would say, and artifacts. They're based on bones, they're based on cave paintings, beautiful pieces. I also have her Brahma earrings on. And I have a discount code with her. It is autumn15 for 15% off at jillmaurer.com. I'll link that in the description box below so you can check it out. She has some beautiful pieces. All right, let's start cutting open this box and see what I got. This is a designer from whom I only have a few things, and this is a piece I've had my eye on for a while, and it went on sale, and when it did that, I picked it up. The way this is packaged is hilarious. Okay, so here's my receipt. Do any of you do HelloFresh or any of those mail delivery food prep things, services? I've seen videos about them. I don't know, I don't think it would save me any time and money, really, because I like to cook and I go through my own recipes, and we have to go to the grocery store anyway to get things. I just buy my ingredients when I do that. Okay, look how this is packaged. It's all bubble wrap. And here's the little item, just sitting on top of the bubble wrap. This really could have come in a smaller box, couldn't it? So as you can tell, it's a card holder. Let's open it up, see who it's from and what it looks like. What color is it? Nobody's going to be surprised by the color I got. There it is, in more plastic. At least that's recyclable plastic. And in tissue paper. And it is a gold Tory Burch Kira card holder. It's got some tissue paper in it. Let me get that out and we will take a look. Actually, before I do that, I want to make sure that I want to keep it. I'm pretty sure I want to keep it. It was originally like $98 and it was on sale for about $68. It's very malleable, sort of squishy, at least on the bottom corners. On the top it's not. I'm going to take the tissue paper out of this card slot and off the one on the back. The material is interesting. I think it's supposed to be leather, but it almost feels like fabric. There's a little piece of plastic protecting the emblem there. Take that off. And in the center's, I was going to call it a zip compartment, just the center compartment, is a piece of cardboard and 2 Tory Burch tags. One is the retail tag, so it's the Kira Chevron metallic card case, and it says it's in white gold. Suggested retail $98. I'm not sure why that's called white gold. It's pretty yellow gold to me. This one tells about the product. This accessory is made of leather with a unique metallic finish. As it's used, there's a likelihood that the metallic may begin to wear over time. This should not be treated as a defect, but a natural characteristic of the leather. Okay. As it wears and fades, that's supposed to be a good thing. I know the metallic stuff tends to come off over time, but they're trying to make us think that that's supposed to be like Vachetta aging. Like it's a good, beautiful thing. Probably not so much. So here is the front. You can see the texture of the leather. It's very smooth to the touch. You can't feel a texture to it when you're running your fingers over it. But it feels soft enough, feels kind of like fabric. I don't know. This is a little metal piece. The Tory Burch emblem there, the 2 T's, one is upside down. It has 2 card slots on the front, and on the back it has 2, and then the center compartment there. Each of the card slots is lined with fabric, as is the center. So I'll just show you the center again because it's the easiest to show you. So you can see that that is fabric. There doesn't appear to be anything inside. Like sometimes the card holders will have a tag, or they'll say like Tory Burch made in wherever. I don't see that anywhere. Here are the tags. Nope, that's a piece of tissue paper. Never mind. Yeah, there aren't tags anywhere in this. The only identifying mark is the emblem there. Interesting. I pulled my Chanel card holder, Gabrielle, just to do a little comparison of the golds. Now the Gabrielle I wouldn't call gold, except maybe right on the top. It's like a bronzy brown that fades into a light gold, and this is definitely more of a yellow gold, and you can tell it's shinier than the Chanel, which is metallic, but not as shiny. And I also pulled my YSL gold bill pouch, so we can compare those golds. Now these are both quite shiny, definitely different materials. This is more of a caviar leather, and this is a pretty smooth leather, and this is more of a deep, rich gold, whereas this is more of a bright, shiny gold. And the hardware on both of these is also a gold tone. One of the things that I have noticed, and I don't know whether I've posted this yet or if it's coming in the future, is I have a card holder comparison that I've already filmed. I may film a little segment and add this one into that. But one of the things I've noticed, if you're thinking about different card holders and what price point to go in on them at, like do you want Coach Tory Burch around $100, maybe $50 to $100, you can find these, or do you want something like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, which are several hundred, YSL? One thing I've noticed is the higher end ones are stiffer, and the ones that aren't as expensive, the contemporary brands they're called, they are definitely more malleable and kind of squishy. And this like I don't even want to bend it. It's pretty stiff. I feel like I could damage it if I bend it too much. I don't know that there's an advantage to either of those. It's just something I've noticed. And of course, once you put your cards in this, that makes it stiffer. Let me grab a few cards to put in. All right, now that I have cards in, I have one card in each of those slots, so 4 total. Definitely can't bend it now. I did notice I put the front cards in first, and that made it a little difficult to get the back cards in. Not that difficult, more difficult than getting the ones in the front in. Another thing about card holders is when you have cards in them, it tends to be difficult to get into that pocket in the middle. So if you want to put cash or cards or something in there, and you see how it doesn't really open up very well when I squeeze on the ends, it's slanted there. So if you want to put something in that pocket, you want to do it before, I have to like pry it open. You want to do it before you put cards in the slots on the outside. Whoops. For me, at least right now with it being brand new, I would not put more than one card on each side or in each slot. I'm happy with it. It's very pretty. Lovely, lovely. And let me grab my Kira bag real quick and I'll show you one more thing. All right, here is my Tory Burch Kira shoulder bag. This is in the color taupe with gold hardware. And what I wanted to show you is the signature of the Kira line, in case you're not familiar with it, which is the way the quilting is stitched. So you see that it goes one way here and then the other way here, and it's the same on the card holder where it goes one way here and the other way here. I feel like when I filmed a what fits on this bag, some of my card holders didn't fit. There are these 2 card slots right here in the front of the bag, so let's see if the Tory Burch card holder will fit. It should, right? And it does. Fits very easily right there with some room to spare. The Chanel card holder does not want to go in. I moved the Tory Burch one down to the second pocket there, and the Chanel one's a little too wide. You can see the Chanel one is a little longer. It's maybe ½ an inch or almost ½ an inch, about ½ an inch, I'd say, longer than the Tory Burch one. Another thing I'm noticing, just looking at this more closely, and I don't know if this is a defect because I don't see it on the back. Look at the stitching here, where these lines go up there and they meet the horizontal line. You see how the stitches don't go all the way to the horizontal line? It's like they're missing a stitch. Interesting. Here's the back, and it's not that way on the back. They go all the way up to the horizontal line. Interesting. It doesn't bother me that much. It does bother me a little bit, I have to admit, now that I've noticed it, but I'll probably forget about it and never notice it again, so not that big a deal. Well, overall, I'm very happy with it. I like the color. I like how shiny it is. I still find the leather kind of strange. It's still, if I was doing like a blind feel on this. I don't know, would I think it's leather or would I think it's fabric? It's like a combination of the two. I'm not sure how to describe it. But if you're looking for a card holder and you don't want to spend luxury money, this seems like a pretty good one, and Coach also has really good ones. Like I said, I got this at Saks. If it's still available, I'll link it below, and I can probably link some good Coach ones too. And if you're someone who has never been into card holders, or you've been curious why people get them and spend that much money on them, because I spent a few years thinking that, and then I got one and I was like, oh, that is really handy. And now I have like too many of them. I don't know how many yet, but I'm not going to stop buying them because they're such a fun little SLG, and for a relatively small price you can have a bunch of pieces in lots of different colors. You know, it's easier to get a piece like this in some bright color that you wouldn't necessarily buy a handbag in, but you like that color and you'd like to have something in that color. Does that make sense? So I recommend card holders. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful if you're looking for a card holder, especially a Tory Burch one. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I think that was everything. So, bye.